All right, so I want to peel back the curtain, give you a little glimpse behind the scenes of the new Sunhouse Branch project. It's an EP called Collusion. It's a political EP, and it's a political impromptu EP, and that's whereas the last Sunhouse Branch project, Cinema, was all highly constructed, had to be very carefully put together because it was all very complex rhythms and had to be very meticulously orchestrated before I could actually record it. It was all odd time mixed meter, and so I spent a very long time putting the songs together before I actually recorded the full album. And that was an album like this one where I'll be recording all of the instruments. This one, I'd been sitting on the idea of doing an impromptu album for a while, and I had a couple different ideas how that could go. Whether it would be, more of like a jazz album where I sit down with, some players and we have no idea what we're going to do, and I've just got some lyrics in front of me, and we're going to improvise. I'm going to improvise a song over whatever we improvise playing. What I'm actually going to do for this one is it's still going to be I'm playing all the instruments. So how can I improvise with myself? How can I be impromptu, in the moment with something where I have to layer each piece into place? And what I decided to do was to number one, take some what amount to found music. So I have tons and tons of little musical ideas that I've recorded. Anytime I have like a cool idea on guitar or on piano, I'll record it like 3 or 4 times through for myself for later. So what I'm doing actually is taking a few of those that I've been sitting on for a while, and I'm like making little loops out of them, and then adding some other pieces in. It will play drums along to it, play bass along to it, maybe do a little keyboard solo or something, and then most importantly, when it comes to the lyrics, I've got these lyrics that Kat has sent me, and then I've written some things kind of in response to them, but I have not plotted out how these melodies are going to go or how the song is going to, which musical loop is this song going to go over. I'm just going to arbitrarily pick one. So, like right now, I'm getting ready to do a song that he's titled "A Perfect Phony," and so again, I've got his lyrics, then I've got the lyrics that I wrote kind of inspired by his lyrics or in response to his lyrics or as an extension of his lyrics. But right now I'm going to improvise this melody out of whole cloth over this guitar loop that I've stitched together from an old, one of those old notebook ideas. So that's kind of how this whole album's being put together. It's like very quickly constructed songs that, trying to bypass my typical water lines. Where will I settle when I try to polish an idea? Instead, I'm trying to keep everything rough hewn and just go and rely on my instincts as an improviser to trust that I'll come up with something good. So I'm really excited to share the final product with you. Kat's written some great lyrics, and these are, it's a very inspiring time for both of us to think about writing a political album. And so, anyway, this should be out just very soon because I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time doing this by nature, and I'm almost done with what we set out to do. So I'm going to get to it and be looking for the full EP shortly. That'll be Collusion from Sunhouse Branch. All right, here we go.